be able to get from Amazon. They come in from different places, like destroyed inventory. Sometimes Amazon lost your inventory. Sometimes they send your buyers incorrect adjustments. And the biggest trick about Amazon, they have a limited amount of time for you to request this money back from Amazon. So with this money that you cannot request from Amazon, they can lose them forever. So for you, it's very easy to go to our dashboard and check how much money Amazon owes you. Even guys, though you use some service providers or any other companies or any other softwares, it's going to be absolutely free for you to check with the 𝑠𝑒𝑙𝑒𝑟𝑖𝑧 how much money Amazon owes you. Just kind of a quality check, because it's absolutely free. We don't require even a credit card. So you just go to 𝑠𝑒𝑙𝑒𝑟𝑖𝑧.com, you sign up, and for 7 days you're going to have a free trial with us. You would be able to see how much money Amazon owes you. You would be able, right from the dashboard, open the cases, request this money from Amazon. And if you like how our system works, you will be able to continue using this. If not, you're able to cancel this at any time. We have 30 days money back guarantee, which means for 7 days you can play absolutely free. Then you will pay for the service. But if you will have any difficulties, or if you don't like, you always can reach out to us and we will help you to resolve any issues. Also, you can use a coupon code DIMA10 to subscribe. You're going to have 7 days free trial and 10% discount for entire year. And as I mentioned before to you guys, you would be able to get the money back from Amazon without paying any commission, any fees for getting money back from Amazon. Also, we have about 15 different tools inside this service for you that will help you to rank products on Amazon, get reviews removed, negative reviews removed, and also getting alerts from Amazon if something happened to your Amazon listings. All right, guys, that was my announcement. Now I want to present my good friend and a successful digital marketer, the owner of incremental digital company for PPC and marketing on Amazon, my good friend Liran.
Thank you. Thanks so much for being here. I saw you this week at AMZ Innovate, like across the room many times, but there's so many people there. But it was a good event, good seeing you, and yeah, it's great to be here. Thanks for inviting me on.
Yeah, it was in New York, it was absolutely fantastic.
Yes, yeah, really, really great event, and maybe we could talk more at the end on why you should go to events.
Yeah, that's a very good idea.
Yeah, great to be here and to talk more about. Not sure if it's how to crush your competition or how to crush your competition, but both seem pretty good to me.
You know what? Sometimes we even don't know what to do in Q4. So this Q4, let's try to focus on growing our business and win the game against competition, even together with the competition. So the ultimate goal for us just to make more money and a profit, and ultimately buy these Lamborghinis and Ferraris that these info gurus promise us.
Right. Yes, exactly.
On Facebook.
If you listen to all the tips in this presentation, by the end of Q4, you too will have a Lamborghini.
Love it. All right, Liran. So I have just a quick story about you and your team.
Okay.
One day I was planning to launch a product on Amazon. So I was doing research, and then I found an idea. I went on Google. I typed collagen powder suppliers on Google, and then I see the company. I called the company. It was 11 p.m. night. So, and the guy picked up the phone and he's like, "Hey, how may I help you?" So on, so on. So he became my supplier, like a hardworking guy, like always was crushing it, like doing crazy good job. And then one day I see him at the Amazon event. I say, "Hey, what are you doing here?" No, because like after like a couple of years, I changed the supplier. No, I talking to him. He said like, "Dima, you changed my life. The Amazon is like a huge channel, and it's great. Like." And I said like, "What do you do now?" He said like, I work for Liran." I said like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Yeah, this guy is fantastic." The guy, his name is Chen. So it's,
so yeah, funny.
Chen is my good friend. I know him for like so many years already. And yeah, it's he working. I don't know if he ever shared with you the story.
No.
How he went into the. We was talking like hours and hours. So he was working for this huge Chinese company. So.
Right.
now you're lucky you have him, because this guy is just fantastic.
Yes, yeah. Chen is amazing, and has a lot of experience in formulating supplements, and working with a lot of supplements company, and also has his own supplement brand that he runs also. And we actually encourage, or not, I wouldn't say encourage or push, but we like it that some of the people that work for us also have their own brands, because they really know what it's like to be a seller, and what the struggles are and what the challenges are, and they're not just giving advice without having the experience of doing it. So yeah, that's fun. That's a funny story.
Having Chen in your team, I understand how high is the level of your company. So that's really cool.
Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Funny story. Okay, so we're going to talk about how to improve your sales this holiday season. How do we kick this off?
All right, so let's start. Let's start from you sent me before that how many tests you guys do while you run your agency, and you share with me like couple cool ideas on improvements of the video ads or creatives. Whatever you're able to share today with us would be fantastic.
Okay. So number one, I think there's a few things that I would say are the 80-20 of improving your conversions. We're talking kind of improving your conversions and your sales for the holiday season. I think there's a few things. I think the number one thing that could help you a lot is updating creatives in a number of different channels. And last year we did A/B testing on for some clients on changing their image, their main image with some holiday themes in their main images versus regular, and we A/B tested it, and we saw actually better conversions and better sales by doing this. So this isn't just something that I would say is like a theory. Really updating your creatives for the holiday season really works. And if you want, I had I was trying to see on Amazon who's already doing this and who's already doing like a great job of doing this. And if I can share my screen, I'll show you this for a second. Okay, so let me see if I can share my screen. Okay, so do you see my screen?
Right now, yeah.
Okay, so this is Lego, and I was looking to see. There's actually a few different brands I follow that I see consistently updating their creative. So Lego's they already have the snowflakes, right? They already playful holiday. They already have great gifts under $40, right? All these kind of things you could be implementing yourself with some graphic design work that is not too expensive, for the holiday season. So this is one thing I highly recommend in doing, not just in your storefront, but also in your listings with your creative. Somebody with gifts like this, kids standing, in front of a Christmas tree with the product. These things actually really work, and something I highly recommend doing. There's another brand that you can follow called Dash, and they do a good job of updating their storefronts for every season as well. And if you go to their store, and actually, let me go back here and see. They haven't updated their listings, but if I go to their storefront, they always update for the season. So when I looked at it this week, it seems like they have not yet updated from Halloween. But you see, even Halloween is something they update their store for. They have some products around it. They're putting orange, trick or treat tastes better than ever. And every season they are updating, but you already see like the red colors, and you'll see probably by Black Friday that they will be updating their store, their top here. They also are featuring deals, a deals page. So if you have deals that you're running during the season, they will, whatever you have a deal on will automatically show up as if you create this page, in the storefront with widgets. It will update dynamically with whatever you have deals for. So updating your storefront, updating your listings. Looking to see how I stop this share. Thank you. Updating your storefront, updating your listings, updating your A+ content. I think is one of the best things you could do to improve your conversions during the season. And this is something that you can do in advance. Amazon allows you to have multiple versions of your storefront. You swap it in and out. You could also A/B test those images with Amazon experiments, which has gotten better. Amazon now gives you the results faster. And when you have the winning A/B test under Amazon, under the experiments, Amazon will automatically add that. You can only do it for main image, but you can run an A/B test if you really want to validate that it's working better. And I would suggest doing it sort of early in the season so that you can get that validation of what's working best.
I have something to add. So look, sometimes Amazon is very logical place, but sometimes it's getting into the pricing war kind of momentum, and it's one of the most difficult times, especially for those of us who produce high quality products versus someone who just trying to cut this kind of, it's called corners, angles.
Yes.
Yeah. So with everything like that, so we have one of the best sellers, which is we keep for last like 6-7 years the bestseller. And there's always a problem. Sometimes people come with the cheap prices, and there was one of the competition was kind of always like we bestseller, he is bestseller, so we kind of switching. And it used to help to him and to us just basically drop the price below the minimum and keep this for a while, and then we again get the bestseller. We keep it for a while. Then he does same strategy, and it was kind of like a cycle. So this time we're like, hey, we get tired from this pricing war. Let's improve something. Let's just study the product deeper and deeper and deeper. And we use this service. It's called 𝑠𝑒𝑙𝑙𝑎𝑟𝑛. So we upload like 𝑠𝑒𝑙𝑎𝑟𝑛, also like a 𝒏𝒄𝒄, Product Opinion. There's like few services like that on the market so far.
Yes, and for those listening, it's 𝑠𝑒LLA-metrics, right? I think it's 𝑠𝑒LLA.
𝑠𝑒LLAmetrics, yeah, okay, 𝑠𝑒LLAmetrics.
Yes.
Another seller metrics, yeah, okay.
Right.
𝑠𝑒LLAmetrics. So we upload images. We did new designs. Everything was kind of, even though we feel like it's the best image possible, and now we upload this image, and without the drop in the price, we again won the bestseller, so these conversions that we're talking about, this 80-20 rule,
Right.
These small tweaks will help you guys eventually win, even though you feel like pricing is an issue. Sometimes it will not be anymore if you work a lot on like small pieces of improvements, like we did with the main image.
Yes, and you can take this further, right? You can take this to your custom image beta, for example. That's Amazon still calls it beta in your sponsored brand ads, not just with the image, but also with the copy. So if let's say you have a coupon or some kind of deal, you can Amazon allows you, they don't allow you to include numbers, but they allow you to include language, save on holiday gifts for boys or whatever, or maybe more specifically with the keyword in the product, right? If you're selling Lego, save on Lego, for holiday gifts, or something to that extent. You're allowed to use that language in your copy of your sponsor brand copy ads. And during Black Friday time, right, holiday, people are going to be looking for deals for what they can buy. And using that language in your copy of your headline is good. You can also update your custom image. And I would say if you don't have custom image, you're giving up at least, you can improve your click-through rate on your sponsored brands by at least 20% by having a custom image on your sponsored brand ads. And maybe I'll just show what that custom image is. If you go here, if you see my screen.
Give a second, wait a second. Okay, now we see it. Okay.
So this is a custom image. Now, on mobile, this is going to be a lot more prominent. This is going to take the entire face of mobile, and you won't even see fully the first listing or the first sponsored listing on mobile. Now, Lego actually, with this particular, not really running the best ad, because they should be running here a spotlight ad. With a store spotlight ad, you can actually drive traffic to different pages on your storefront. Amazon is assuming that I'm interested in, NASA rocket launch products. Actually, what they should be running as an ad is driving to pages on their storefront for bestsellers, Star Wars, maybe giving me a few different category options. You could do that with the store spotlight ad, but again, you could have here save on Lego toys for kids or Lego sets, something like that. And you can have an image here that is more holiday related. So you could do this across many areas. You can do this as we scroll down. I imagine there's a video on the page, right? So again, your video can also be altered for holiday season, especially if you're running, like text kind of slideshow type video. That's going to be much easier. Use the same images from the listing that are holiday themed and, create a slideshow. If you have very high quality video, I'd probably leave that. But if you're using like slideshow, very easy to update, and create a slideshow video for holiday for the season. The other thing you can do now with video ads is you can also drive the traffic to the storefront. So again, another, let's say, mistake that Lego is doing right now is they could be running sponsor brand video to storefront. They could have a link here to the storefront. Because again, if I'm looking for Lego, this may not be exactly what I want. If I had a link here to the storefront, I can go and I can find a lot more Lego products in their storefront. So these are all, these are all things you want to, you want to do, and you may even have a sponsored brand video top of search beta. The other thing that's been happening on Amazon on mobile recently is, I don't know if you've seen this, two things that have happened, actually desktop and mobile that I've seen. One, Amazon's been putting an add to cart button, testing this week, add to cart button right on the search results page. Very interesting in some categories. Could be helpful if you have like a lower price product that's kind of like an impulse buy. It's interesting. The other thing is, if you have video on the page on mobile, what I've seen is on sponsored products, the video starts playing automatically. Have you seen this, Dima?
Yeah, I've seen this. Yeah.
So having video on your listing, really, really important. Video is just getting a lot more and more placements, multiple video placements on page one. Amazon's come out with sponsored display videos coming out soon too. So just a lot more video placement. So highly recommend you have video. Some quick things you could do too is, you can generate user-generated content and put that in your storefront, your video ads, your listing, and you can ask those people to maybe have like a holiday theme in their user-generated content, and you can add that to your storefront, and you could say, our customers love our product, love our gift items, right? Or love these products as gifts. And it could be an influence saying, hey, I just received this as a gift, and maybe even you ask them to wrap the product, right? In gift wrap, open it up, and you give that holiday feel to your products, and you can generate user-generated content so easily in many different sites. I know that Ian Sells launched Join Brands, the site that you could do that on. There's also Bilio app that you could do that on. You can also reach out to influencers yourself, send them free product. They'll do these videos for you. So
listen, we love Join Brands. It's like it's $30 per image and $60 per video. Like, it's relatively nothing for
super cheap. Go spend $500, and get 10 videos or whatever, and put a page on your
holidays. Cover all holidays.
Yeah, holidays, and put a page on your storefront. Like customers love our products. Call it, and just put video there, right? Like overwhelming social proof. Put it on your listing. Put it on your video. Put it on your ads, and make sure the influencers are getting you vertical video, right? So that it's good for Amazon and approved for video ads, and get that social proof. You can add, if you are eligible for a premium A+, you can also add that video in your A+ content. Everybody can be eligible for premium A+, but you need to have submitted, I believe, at least 15 A+ projects in the last 12 months and have brand story. Another place you can update your creative is your brand story also, which is only one update across all, you can use one brand story across all your A+ and update that also with a holiday theme. So you can really revamp, a lot of your a lot of your creative. Obviously, if you're running short on time, work on your top best-selling products. At least do that. You have now, basically almost a month, a few weeks until Black Friday to get things updated. And easiest things you can do is your main image, at least some messaging in your sponsored brand ads, and again, if you can, your storefront and other things like that. So those are all things that I would recommend. Then there's some other things that you could do also around keywords for your advertising. So this sometimes works depending on your product, sometimes doesn't work, but gifts under $25 type keywords, right? This is very broad, so it has to work. You have to test it for your product if it works or not. Gift for dads, gift for moms, all these keywords that there's a lot more search activity, search volume around those keywords. Something that may be worth testing. Again, may or may not work for your product because it's very, very broad. But then there's also more niche keywords: kitchen gifts, electronic gifts, right? Probably somebody is not searching for supplement gift. It's probably December is not the best month for it, right? But skincare, right? Gifts. There's some of these niche keywords too that can work, but test out these keywords. And again, you can also change part of your copy and include, great. You might update your title to include, gift type keywords, because now there's more search volume around those keywords. So updating that, I think can work well, or at least you want to test. And then I think there's almost like two components around pricing that I think can work. Like on the one hand, and I think this depends on your inventory now and inventory for Q1, and your competition. So on the one hand, running deals and coupons can help you increase your conversion rate, especially I think for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Your sales will increase a lot if you run that, because and you have deals, because people do look for that. Throughout, let's say, December, one option is, running more deals to generate more sales. If you have too much inventory, or if there's certain products that you need to sell out because you have too much inventory, you're paying high fees at Amazon's warehouses, you could do that. On the other side of it, you can watch your competition who may sell out of stock, right? And you perhaps can also start increasing your price. If you start seeing that, you're selling more than expected, or you're going to go out of stock, you can actually increase your margins by, for this whole year, right? People's margins have been compressed in a lot of ways. Supply chain issues, competition, cost per click has increased, right? All these things. This could be a month where you try to make some of that back, and try to make your overall P&L stronger by increasing your price during this time, and testing if you're actually more profitable. Also, you can increase your price and sell less units and still be more profitable, right? Depending on how many units you're selling. So these are things that you could be testing around Q4. And I think as private label sellers, we have a little bit more flexibility in this area, because a lot of big brands, if Lego increased their price for December, they would get a lot of negative social media attention, right? Lego wouldn't do that, or Lego couldn't do that. But if you're competing with Lego, let's say you have, or Magnetiles or products like that, then you can increase your price, and you're not Lego, who's going to get a lot of negative publicity. I would say there's a certain roof price, right? Because certain ceiling price, because you might get bad reviews for it. So you want to have kind of a range, but you have an opportunity to also increase your price during this time, and and sell more. And then you really want to also think about getting ready for Q1 and making sure you have stock for Chinese New Year and can continue that sales momentum in Q1, and make sure you have your orders and inventory in, ahead of Chinese New Year, and you don't have issues in Q1 with inventory.
Yeah, especially guys with the inventory nowadays, it's Amazon reducing a lot of you guys
Yes.
the storage, like, so there's a little solution to it, like, it's like, if you I will give you a quick hack to work around, like, if you do the if you have like a limit on inventory and you still need to send some to Amazon, like, let's say you have 10 SKUs and only like 2 selling but other 8 is not selling, of course, like, Amazon will tell you, like, remove the inventory from Amazon, and then you're gonna free up the space, and then you just but you also, what you can do, you can go and you can create multi-channel fulfillment order, let's say 1,000 units, whatever, how many you need to send, like, don't be too crazy. And then once you create this multi-channel fulfillment order, you can hold this order for like up to 2 weeks.
Right.
So the moment you place this order for up to 2 weeks, Amazon reduce your storage because they know you're gonna free up the space. And then you, at this time, you create the shipment to Amazon. And once you create the shipment to Amazon, you ship the shipment to Amazon. You can cancel the multi-channel fulfillment order. Yeah, and now how you can get your inventory in control. I know it's a bit of a gray hack, but sometimes, look, your items selling well, like, you're almost running out of stock. And guys, don't be greedy sometimes. Sometimes you call me and say, like, hey Dima, I have problems with inventory, I potentially am gonna run out of stock. I say, like, okay, did you check ability to ship overnight? It's going to be too much money, like I said, like, it doesn't matter how much money it's going to cost you, it's ability for you to stay in stock. That's the most important part, because if you run out of stock, you lose your keywords rankings, your PPC posts. Like, probably the moment you're going to come back, yes, there's plenty of cases when you go out of stock and then you come back in a few days, or maybe in a week, and everything works fine. But there's plenty of cases, guys, when you come back into stock and you cannot rank back. And it's the most important season for you, the Q4. There's only like 45 days for us to make money, and you cannot lose this. Like, every single day is count, every single day. So that's how it's going.
And as you talk about inventory, having a merchant fulfilled option is also really important during this time, because at a certain point you can't send more inventory into Amazon; it won't be received in time. But if you have merchant fulfilled, you can fulfill much closer to to Christmas if you're going to run out of stock, or can't ship any more inventory into Amazon. So having this backup option of merchant fulfilled, again, can help you get sales until very close to Christmas. And in the past, sometimes Amazon had issues delivering. So they had to stop the delivery even, more than just 2-3 days before Christmas, because they had issues delivering. I don't think that'll be the case, but it's good to have merchant fulfilled as an option in case you run out of inventory. You won't have any more chance to send stock to FBA. You can fulfill from your warehouse or a third party warehouse.
Yeah, we run warehouse like that. We call ASAP Warehouse. It's my company. We have about 250 sellers that we help with the fulfillments. Another guy's strategy that we heavily use, I would say abusing, it's a multi-pack strategy, which helps. I don't know like how much your clients around using this or not, but we use this as a defense strategy for our ads. So let's say if we sell one pack of something, whatever, let's say we sell one cup, of this, but almost any family need like 4-6 cups. So we create a listing for 4 cups, fulfill this with the FBM orders first. Then if we see it selling well, we do FBA as well for these products. And also we run ads, the ASIN targeted ads from 4-pack to 1-pack. So because this 1-pack, let's say 1-pack will sell for $20, just let's say $10, and then 4-pack will sell for $40 or $35. So we have way bigger budgets to outbid any competition who trying to target our 1-pack with their ads.
Right.
The 4-pack, because now we have $35 and higher profits on this specific ASIN, and that's a proven strategy for us to protect kind of our assets.
Yeah, and if I would say also creating virtual bundles, if you don't have them, makes sense, even just for the benefit of pushing down your competitors' ads further down the page, because when you create virtual bundles, it takes up a bunch of space on the page, and again, people need to scroll more to see your competitors' ads. So also also good strategy, and you can also provide a discount to put an image with a discount for those virtual bundles. Make sure you're cross-selling in your images also, especially if you have multiple gift-related items. You can have an image of family of products. You can also have buy any 2 products from the brand, use code whatever, save 10%. You can cross-sell in your A+ content, links to multiple products, and even have, again, your family of products in A+. So try to take advantage of the images that you have as much as possible. And this isn't something I would say now you really can do, but at the end of the day, like you were talking about this pricing war, and the more you could do to differentiate your product, the better, the more successful you're going to be. We just helped launch a product. I can show it here. Actually, let me show this because it's a good story.
Yeah.
So
while you share it,
yeah.
to George asked the question, like I can put this right here, like, are you sending the 4 packs to FBA or FBM? George, as I mentioned before, first of all, we create FBM, but then if we see the sales are coming, which is usually do, we send FBA, and you will be surprised after running this listing for let's say a few months. You will see sometimes it gives you about 30% of profit of overall kind of SKU family. So you're gonna like how well it works. It's called we call this 4X strategy, and I've seen so many sellers already implement it. It works really well, especially for products for consumable goods. Okay, Liran, I'm putting your screen on.
Okay, great.
Right.
So we just helped launch, and part of the challenge was that they sell a mystery jigsaw puzzle, which is actually different than, it's not a regular puzzle, and it's much more expensive than a regular puzzle. And what this brand did such a great job of doing, and we're running all the ads and all the launch on this, is they really differentiated. They created a product and that has a very unique proposition. Okay, it's a mystery puzzle, so you have to read a story. You build the puzzle. It's not exactly what's on the picture that you're building. You're getting clues along the way, and you uncover a mystery. And part of the success of this product, so in the first month of launching, they did about $7,000 in profit on the launch of this. They launched three different puzzles. First month, $7,000 in profit. And if you look at their images, right, they really did a great job with the creative, the user proposition. They created really great video ad. We did a very targeted approach, and they have one competitor, really, these guys, which is Magic. By the way, when you look at their competitors now, we are taking over this space on top. But their competitor that's selling also mystery puzzle, $19, 3,600 reviews. But look at their images, right? Terrible compared to the work. And by the way, no A+ content. And we're really able to come in and take I think significant market share, and more so will be now in Q4, because one, they had a great idea, a really differentiated product, right, that didn't really exist, or existed but with very little competition. And two, they came in and really the right approach between amazing creative. We launched this without reviews, and again, first month got $7,000 in profit, and because of the creative, because of the very targeted advertising that we did, going really against the competition, and again creating an amazing listing, and really explaining to the customer what the value proposition was. It's not just a regular puzzle. Average puzzle is about $18 for adults, and this is 35. And it's selling, and launching it before the season was also key, because really the majority of their annual sales will come in the next couple of months, month and a half. So
how much I would say effort did you push on outside traffic, like TikTok or Facebook?
So I don't think there's much effort on that. However, part of the reason they had success is they originally launched this with Kickstarter. And the Kickstarter was already finished. There was no more availability to buy. And once we launched on Amazon, they did start to get some branded traffic, because people in the past would come to Amazon to look for the product and it wasn't there. So once we launched, where they went from like, I don't know, 100 searches or so to like 700 searches a month, because people started seeing that it's there and they started to get more and more traffic. So they had the benefit from doing Kickstarter in the past. They may do some of their own social media. So it's possible they were pointing, I'm not sure if they were pointing anything to Amazon, but really we took 19 keywords, total of 21,000 search volume, put each one of them in their own campaign, went top of search placement, and did a video ad and sponsor brand ad, exact match with those 19 keywords, and really attacked the competitors very strongly in the beginning. And still, they ended up with a very strong 19% ACOS, very, very strong conversions, because the keywords, we weren't targeting, puzzles or any keywords around puzzles for kids. We were targeting, one keyword was, puzzles for adults that we went for, but everything else was like around mystery puzzles and more niche kind of keywords. And we're able to have very successful launch as a result. And again, launching new products ahead of the season and building up the reviews, also very important. So now between the 3 products, they already have, close to 50 reviews, and they have some social proof, which is important. And now in Q4, I believe they'll get hundreds of reviews and be very well positioned for next year with this product. But everything from the creative, video, like all the assets were very, very strong. And I think this was really, and again, a great product, right? So these are really the keys. Like you said, you don't really want to fight just on price and reviews. In your case, probably you improve the creative so much that it gave people, even, let's say, whether there is a difference or not in people's perception, you created a difference between the quality of the product, right, and the value of the product, and didn't need
because how people don't see your product. The only way for them to see it through your creatives. So the better creatives, the more chances people will feel the product. Like especially you need to understand like why people buy the product. So it's highly important. So like I also what we do as well in our strategies, like in this guy's strategies, I can definitely see they, beside of just a heavy brand defense strategy, because Kickstarter helped them to build some reputation already in the puzzle space. Beside of that, like what we do as well in Sellerize, we have a system where we see how much each keyword sells per day, or on top 1, top 2, top 3 positions. So when we build the strategy, we focus on how many sales we're going to bring from each keyword if we're going to get to the top. So if we go to, let's say we have what's called Keyword Hunter. In Keyword Hunter, we say, okay, jigsaw puzzle, it's 17 sales per day. So that's what we're going to target for. Let's say jigsaw puzzles for girls, like it's just kind of example, because a few weeks ago we was doing some research on the puzzles as well for one of my clients, and I saw this metrics. It's actually very, very complex niche in terms of targeting, especially how broad is the puzzles could be. So it's but mystery puzzles, it's a great keyword probably to target. So I'm not sure, but as you mentioned before.
Yes. And I'll show you another brand. They seem to be kind of not as active on Amazon now, but I saw them active earlier this year. They do very, very well on their website, and they contacted me. The reason I know them, they contacted us to work with them. We never did anything, but this brand created there's a lot of coolers, right? Portable coolers. And I'll share my screen. This brand created a portable cooler, but let me, if you see my screen.
Yeah, now we do.
Polarbox. They're very, very successful on D2C and social media. And you can see they just created, and now it's like, something on, they're not really active on Amazon right now for whatever. If you look at this brand, they just created a really cool product. They're more active on their website on D2C, but they took the whole idea of a of a portable cooler, which is, but they made it really cool, right? Really stylish, retro look. Same product as everybody else, but just like, a lot cooler. and they built up 112,000 followers on social, and it's just a cool looking product, right? If I want to buy a cooler, this is
cool.
a much cooler product. I want to take to the beach or whatever, right? Like, yeah, you want to look cool. It looks great, and all they did was focus a little bit on design and something different. And I think that this is an area a lot of Amazon sellers are not thinking enough about. How to really create something different, much better design, and really work on creating a product that isn't just the same as everybody else. And I think that the key to the future of successful selling, because as things get more competitive over time, just creating the same thing everybody else does, or being first to market can help, and you can build a big advantage over reviews, right? So it's a good idea, but really think about how you can differentiate and put a lot of thought into creating the product. I think it's, again, the 80-20 of success. You still need to know how to market it, because if you create a great product and nobody sees it, it's still not going to sell. But it's much easier. It's much easier to have success.
Yeah, I agree with you, especially like people sometimes forget about fundamentals, the basics, so the main image, it have to be insanely good. You cannot stop improving this. Like I do sometimes consult companies, and I see like they show me the numbers, and they're like, hey, when the last time you changed your images? They're like, in 2016. I say, like, you probably already need to do something, so of course sometimes sometimes it sounds like, hey, come on guys, what are you doing on a daily basis? Like, you have only 5 SKUs, you work for 4 years already on Amazon, and your listings looks not good, like even like on a level of like a shitty level. So like, what was your focus for the last 4 years? Are you just sitting in front of your desk and worry about competition and tomorrow's sales and your depths that you created with the business because you're expecting to go better? So it's not what you have to do. Like, what you have to do, it's improving your images, research keywords, like properly, set up campaigns properly, maybe reach out to some consulting, ask for help, be prepared for Q4, set up coupons, like improve your titles, go order UGC on Joint Brands. It's just a few clicks away. So it's sometimes guys, it's so simple. Sometimes people are like, hey, I don't know how to start Amazon. I know it's a lot of things that you have to do, but for you guys who already been on Amazon for a few years or for over a year and having only like few SKUs, guys, it's not that complex to run this business. Like, if you just look at the listing, separate by placements, whatever, like call, like images, video, title, the copy, like the A+ content, like go on brand analytics, look at the most converting ASINs, look at them. Maybe you can get some ideas, inspirational ideas to improve, like, so. Or maybe you can see that they are not good, and you find a better ways to do it. Like, even if you feel like you couldn't find a good designer to design, like, maybe just get an iPhone, like, or get a camera, learn how to do a picture, like do like 100 pictures, pick one, upload this, like remove the background. That's what we used to do in 2013 ourselves, like, because there was nobody who was understanding the reality of Amazon. Nowadays there are a lot of service providers, like, but still, like, Liran, I think you also provide service for creating images and videos, correct?
Yes.
And it's no-brainer, like, go to the guys like Liran, like, ask them for help, invest money in your business, otherwise you guys can struggle, because competition, it used to be easier 6 years ago. You just go order 1,000 reviews, 2,000 giveaways, you rank for 10 keywords, you just created the ATM machine, like, so. Not anymore, like, you have to be creative, you have to be advanced, you have to level up your knowledge about optimization.
What are they going to say? What are they going to say 5 years from now, right? It used to be easier today, right?
Yeah.
So there's still things that, like, think about this: Amazon posts, getting followers, like all the things that are free. Actually, are you posting every day 1 or 2 posts in your business so easy. If you're doing social media, you already have it. If not, you have a graphic designer, you get on, we do it, but you don't need to pay us. You go get someone on Fiverr or whatever, right? Get it done. And and get somebody to do it on your team. Post every day. It's free traffic. Amazon is now putting those posts. If you have 10 posts, I've seen them test putting them on your listing. Eventually, it's going to be paid. I 100% believe it. Are you getting that user generated content? Because eventually I think posts will allow you to do like reels, right? Like Amazon wants to create this following for brands. Like, are you getting that ready today? So when it's live, you have that UGC to put even in more places on Amazon. Again, we'll sit here in a year or two and say, oh, it used to be easier. So take advantage of all the things, that you can do now to really grow your business. I'm excited about other things Amazon is doing. Buy with Prime, with D2C, a lot of exciting things. And I could tell you one more thing. I had a meeting yesterday about the Amazon Marketing Cloud, and the things and the data that are coming over the next year are going to be unbelievable. You'll know exactly if somebody, let's say you're running a online video ad with DSP, you'll know exactly if somebody viewed that ad, then went to Amazon, then saw your sponsored product, then clicked on your sponsored product. You'll know the full customer journey. You'll know if somebody, clicked on a sponsored ad and then later clicked on a sponsored product and bought, and if sponsored brands and sponsored product work better together. There's only going to be so much more data and fully understanding the customer journey. You'll know the lifetime value, not only on a organic and paid. You'll know lifetime value, which you get more, and you should get better lifetime value with paid if you have consumable product and you're targeting past buyers who bought the product. There's so much more data that's coming. It's very exciting, but you have to stay on top of things, because if you're not, those people that are, and they're going to be utilizing some of these software tools that are being developed and that are coming out, it's mind-blowing, the data that's going to be there, and you need to stay ahead of it. Otherwise you're going to be left behind, and your competition will be able to go to 100% ACoS because they're going to understand the full journey and the lifetime value, and they'll understand that if they run sponsor brand and sponsor product together, even though they don't see the ROAS because you only have 14-day attribution of sponsor brand, but you'll know that 3 months ago this customer clicked on your sponsor brand ad, right? So you'll really be able to show the journey, and those that stay up to date and follow this, listen to webinars like this and take action, will be the ones that really get ahead, and especially be able to beat the bigger brands that are still not paying attention. And that's, I think, what happened early, right? 2014, 2013, the private label sellers, kicked butt of the big brands on Amazon. And I think as long as you stay up to date, this is your advantage, because they have more capital, they have more people, they can spend more money on ads, they can hire more people, but they're not always paying attention because they're selling, $100 million a year in retail and $3 million a year on Amazon, right? So they're not paying attention. This is your kind of opportunity to stay up to date and implement all this so that you can, sort of beat the bigger brands that are out there.
Yeah, like look at this guys with the cooler, it's a great example. Like they completely out of optimization on Amazon,
yes,
but they highly like crazy big on social media and their ads, and probably they run like some YouTube. So they pick a completely different strategy. So for those big brands, they sometimes Amazon for them is just a checkout platform. They not really pay attention. And what I also love to say, you don't have to be guys profitable with the Google ads or social media ads as far as you growing your profit on Amazon. For me, it took so long to understand this. I used to run Google ads and social media ads, and the moment they become unprofitable or I couldn't get them to the profitability level, I was cancel them, so I was turning off, it was one of my biggest mistakes over all these times. And because I was not paying attention to my Amazon business, I is my Amazon business growing? It's growing, but why it's growing? Like sometimes it used to be difficult to get all this data together. Now you understand this outside traffic that coming to you from your brand building, and it's so powerful.
Yeah, absolutely. So, hopefully there's a lot to take away from this to really grow your sales, in the fourth quarter and for for 2023. I think you're going to have to really give your best, right, for 2023, because you don't know what's happening, the economy, what's going to happen. So the only thing you can control is the effort that you put in.
Like my wife was saying, like, hey Dima, what's gonna happen? What if like the economy crisis would be or something? I said, like, listen, regardless, we're gonna work hard.
Right.
So guys, nothing gonna happen. Even if something gonna happen, like, you still have to work hard. And if this will be in your mentality, then nothing can break you. Like, even if you're gonna experience a difficulty times, there's nothing that stays forever. Like, there's always would be a different times, changing times, better times, good times, insanely good times.
Right.
So, and that's what you need to focus. So guys,
and just end on that, there's also a silver lining to this. If there's a recession, how many new competitors may come into your space versus like booming times, everything is selling well. So, there's a positive side. You can look at this and say, this is a time I'm going to focus on making my brand, my products really better. And at the end of the day, people are still going to buy products on Amazon, maybe somewhat less. But like you said, you don't need necessarily the market to grow. You just need more market share in your market, right? There's still, people shopping on, I think I get packages from Amazon every single day in my house, So still people are going to spend money on Amazon, maybe a little bit less than this year, next year, who knows? But again, I'm sure for the majority of us, you don't have 40, 50, 60% of your market, right? You have 5%, 6%. You can go get another 1, 2%, beat the competition and still grow. And that's really, I think, and like Dima said, just work hard. That's the only thing you could do is put in the effort. So it's a great way to look at things.
All right, guys, thank you so much for being today with us, 𝐿𝑖𝑟𝑎𝑛. Thank you so much for you as well, guys. Don't forget to check your amount of reimbursement that Amazon owes you, because Amazon has a limited amount of time for you. It's very important. Sign up for the free trial. Just connect your account. We have a process called One Click Connect. See how much money Amazon owes you. With few clicks, request this money back from Amazon. Manage the cases right from the 𝑠𝑒LLERize. Also use our keyword analytics tools if you would like to. We have plenty of tutorials and explanation videos how to improve your Amazon business. Also, don't forget to connect with me on my social media channels, such as Instagram. Please add me, because I do a lot of announcements there, share with you good values, and it will help you to grow your business. So you can also follow me on Facebook, YouTube, or if you have a direct question, you can use my email.
LinkedIn too.
Oh, LinkedIn, yeah.
Follow them on LinkedIn. Dima, I have a question for you on the reimbursement. Quick question.
Yeah,
how does it compare? I know some people use services. They pay 25% of what they recover. Then you have this. Should people be using both? Maybe they should go to you first and then go to one of those services to clean up the rest, or how does it compare?
Yeah, that's a very, very good question.
So I'm sure a lot of people have those services or would consider options. Like how does one compare to the other?
I can tell you this way. So about 1 year ago, it was for me so difficult to convince people to go and try to use reimbursement tools with the 𝑠𝑒LLERize. Now we have people like coming like a huge wave, because they can see the simplicity. Right now, it's so easy to click. Like, let me do something like this for you. I will just
show and tell.
Yeah, let me show quickly. No, oh, sorry. Yeah, right here. So look, this is how the reimbursement looks like. Let's say you want to choose destroyed inventory. You can see how much money Amazon owes you. That's what you're looking for. So let's say we choose this guy, destroyed inventory. We click next, then we click a product. I'm just quickly gonna show you. So we click orders, we click next, and then we click create the case. Everything is pre-set up already. Click confirm.
That's it.
Ta-da! It's done.
Wow.
Yeah, nothing else.
Wow.
So, and Amazon, it's already in Amazon. It's already working. So they're gonna respond to you. They're gonna reimburse your money. Sometimes Amazon can ask you some like verification paperwork or something. But look, if Amazon gives you these difficulties, you always can look. The biggest part right here, dashboard, automated reimbursements. Amazon getting more efficient every day on getting reimbursements to you. Actually, they calculate themselves as well. So majority of the service providers, they will claim this money they've been reimbursed by them, so they're gonna charge percentage for that, which was absolutely free. Amazon did it to you kind of automatically. You know, like I'm not saying there's someone doing this, but using service providers is a great idea, and we have a lot of service providers who use Sellerize to request the money. So it's okay, you know, if you don't want to do it yourself and click these buttons, you can always have someone pay percentage. But you have to ask yourself, if the entire companies exist based on how much money, based on percentage from how much money you can get from Amazon, imagine how much money is there, you know? Like, so it's actually a lot. So, and what I was trying to say also, let me just turn it off. Using service providers is a great way, especially guys, for you. If you have difficult case, you can tell them, okay, I want you to take care of this, you know, like, and they're gonna earn their money, no, not just simply clicking 3 buttons and getting percentage for doing nothing, you know, like. So as I love to say, you can pay percentage for their expertise, like incremental digital, like your company, you know, you're not just paying for managing PPC, you're paying for the expertise that you're collecting over the years, and passing this expertise on other clients. So when the new client come, you're not testing his ads, you're not wasting his budget, you're actually improving his business, like you did for these guys with the puzzles. I'm sure they would have way more difficulties if they would do themselves, you know. So that's why they made from the first month $7,000, not on a after 1 year, which may happen as well, you know. So expertise is the key to success, and that's what we do with the Sellerize. We automate some processes for you guys, a lot of them, but a lot of things you have to do it yourself as well, which is sometimes I'm saying like using service providers is also a great idea. I'm not saying like you have to cancel them all the time, you know, but a lot of companies, they really switch into our service, and they partially start to use and pay for only what they actually need, not for everything. So
okay, makes sense. It's a great understanding.
Yeah. 𝒉𝒏, thank you so much for being on the call. Yeah, you know, I always love your energy. I always love your photos with the pilot cabin.
Thank you. Look out for one on Monday.
Yeah. Love it. Awesome. All right. So I hope to see you again, guys. Thank you so much for watching us. If you will have any questions, just comment under these videos. I know a lot of you will watch these videos on the recordings. So anyway, we're gonna monitor your comments, and we're gonna help you to answer all the questions, guys. Good luck with the Q4 upcoming season, and have a lot of money and making a lot of profits this upcoming year.